Hello and welcome to a new episode. Today we are taking a look at the Mora Bushcraft BLACK. So stay tuned. So the Mora Bushcraft BLACK, a great bushcraft and wilderness blade, is made out of carbon steel, made in Sweden by the company called Mora or Mora Knife. And the handle is the same that the whole bushcraft series has. It's a rubberized handle, very grippy even in wet conditions. And underneath is molded plastic, so this gives it a really good strength. It has a candy ground blade, and it is called Mora Bushcraft BLACK because it has a blackened blade that is now a bit scratched up, because I've used this knife quite a lot now. And the handle is black and the sheath is also black, so that's why it's called Mora Bushcraft BLACK. One of the biggest advantages of this knife is that first it has a tang that goes back to there. So nearly a full tang. Full tang would be if the steel is exposed all around, and some handles made out of slabs are putting on this piece of steel. So that would be full tang. In this case it's called a red tail tang or stick tang knife. This red tail tang, as I said before, goes back to here, which gives it amazingly strength. But not just the tail is different from other Mora knives, also the blade thickness comes in at 3.3 millimeters, I think, which is quite thick, more than 1 mil or around 1 mil more than regular Mora knives. The biggest difference, and that was my only concern in first place, is that everybody knows Moras are cutting like razors. So what happens if you change the geometry on the blade and make the steel thicker? Well, it maybe won't cut that good. That was my biggest concern, and I have to say it's no issue at all, because they didn't just change the thickness on the steel, they also changed the height of the grind to make it the same cutting abilities that you would get from a normal Mora knife. So very good. Also different is that the back of the blade, which is thick, has a sharp, and I mean really sharp, 90-degree angle on both sides, so you can strike a ferro rod very well, from bottom of the blade up to the tip. On both sides, which is important if you are a left-handed guy, because you may use the other side. So that is most of the changes from the regular Mora knife up to the Mora Bushcraft BLACK. And the knife fits your hand really good. Same length of the blade, I think around 10 centimeters blade length, and around 11 to 12 in the handle. So even with guys with bigger hands, this knife would fit your needs. Very sturdy blade, and what you can do I show you right now. One thing before I forget, this sheath is not the standard sheath for the Mora Bushcraft BLACK. Comes with the regular Mora sheath that you're all familiar with. This is a custom-made Kydex sheath and belt loop and a loop for the ferrocerium rod. And I have some other features for this sheath at home, so I can change it and hang it wherever I want to hang it. But a very good sheath and very good looking too. So in my opinion, a great package. But let's get started now. So ferrocerium rod, Mora knife, so you can see really nice sparks. One of the biggest problems with Mora knife is that they don't spark a ferrocerium rod very well, and you have to change it. And how you can change a Mora knife into a really good striking knife, I'll show you in another video very soon. So, but this Mora Bushcraft BLACK has an awesome 90-degree edge at the back, and I mean the spark shower is speaking for himself. But let's take a look at how the knife performs with cutting. I use just a normal dry hard stick that I can show you some of the cutting abilities of this Mora Bushcraft BLACK. If you want to make a feather stick, you have to be very careful not to cut through the stick, because this knife is so amazing sharp. But you get a really good feather stick really quickly. There you go. Mora Bushcraft BLACK. Well, you can make your own decision, but in my opinion, the Mora Bushcraft BLACK is a winner. I got this from my good friend Sepp Waldhandwerk. Take a look at his channel. Some really good bushcraft videos as well as some reviews. And man, I love this knife. Thank you so much. This is one of my absolute favorite Moras overall. So I hope you liked this small little review of the Mora Bushcraft BLACK, and I hope to see you soon in another video.